Coming up in Mountain News this morning, churches and businesses work to reopen as flood recovery efforts continue across eastern Kentucky. And special events continue to be held to raise some much needed money so we can rebuild our region.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
It's almost 6 o'clock on this Monday morning. It's Labor Day. Good morning to you. I'm Dakota Makris, and if you're laboring, just like we're laboring, I don't know. I don't know what to say. All right, let's go over to Brandon this morning. Brandon, I don't know what I was going to say about laboring.
I can tell you this: take your rain gear.
Yeah, take your rain gear.
I'll help you out with that one because it's going to be a soggy day out there.
Yep,
for sure.
And I think I'm just salty after work today. So,
well, it happens.
But you know what? At least we're together.
Exactly.
That matters.
Exactly. So there you go. All right, let's take a look at the forecast this morning. And you'll see again some heavy pockets of rain starting to come down across parts of the region, especially in the eastern half of the region, close to the Virginia, West Virginia, and Tennessee borders. So be careful out there. Some of the trouble spots out there include parts of Lee and Owsley counties this morning, southern Breathitt County, over into eastern Pike County, through parts of southwest Virginia, and Letcher County getting some pretty good rain this morning, parts of Harlan County down into Bell County, and then over into East Tennessee just a little bit. Some of the I-75 corridor west is dry for the moment. I don't think that's going to be the case too much longer. We're going to see conditions a little bit foggy out there in spots. So that's low and high elevation. So continue to be careful out there. We're also seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and close to 70. Warmest spots of the region: Logan, Prestonsburg, Moorhead, Hazard, Somerset, Jacksboro, all at 70. And then you've got, actually, we just lost Prestonsburg there, went to 69, and then 64 in Wise is the cool spot. So a normal day to a little extra, because even though it's Labor Day, a lot of folks aren't working. Those who are going to need a little extra because it's a Monday once again. So just remember that. Your dozen-hour forecast for the rest of the daytime hours, unfortunately, you're going to have some soggy donuts if you don't have an umbrella, because you're going to be seeing rain chances off and on throughout the day with temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s. So we'll keep you posted on that. We'll talk about a flood watch here in just a few minutes, ongoing through later today. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, the Neon community in Letcher County is still working hard to recover from flooding eastern Kentucky saw in July. Our Chandler Wilcox details how some bright spots of the town are beginning to shine once again.
A lot of people love my home silks, if you want to show that on TV.
Slowly but steadily, flowers are blooming again at Letcher Flower Shop in Neon, but not without hours and hours of hard work.
And see how hard I've been working. Listen, it's been a month, but there was 5 foot of water and about a foot of mud in here. And I painted the floors and painted my walls and got new counters put up.
Right down Highway 317, people from all across the country have come to Neon First Church of God to help repair.
Our church has had a lot of people come and help, and it's just been amazing, the help that we've been getting from everybody around the nation.
5 feet of water rushed into the building, taking pews and tables in its path.
We have tables and chairs in here. They had floated out here and just tossed and turned about everywhere.
The church is still meeting in their fellowship hall. Friends and family gathered to recover together.
Most of the days we've been down here cleaning or giving stuff to other people and who are in need, and going around and just doing stuff at other people's houses around town.
And as churches and businesses build back, the town starts to have life again.
Now you can see that I made progress. I'm about ready to open back up, probably officially be open Tuesday.
Finding a path to a fresh start. And Neon, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Members of Neon First Church of God, along with Emery Mullins, say they are thankful for all the help they have gotten through the cleanup process. Well, Junction Drive-In is now open again in Neon after the restaurant was damaged by flooding. The drive-in opened with people lined up at the ordering window, and it is back to serving all kinds of food and ice cream. After a month of cleanup and replacing destroyed equipment, co-owner Lisa Maggard says they are excited to be back.
We worked endlessly day in and day out and took very little breaks, but we are so excited to be open today.
Well, Maggard says Junction Drive-In will be open Monday through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays. 2 churches in the region partnered with Walmart to give bikes away for free in Whitesburg during the weekend. Mountain Life Church and Promise Episcopal Church, decided to find a way to help kids through the flood. They made one call to Walmart, and then 11 stores pitched in, each donating $500 worth of bikes to the giveaway. Pastor of Mountain Life Church, Brian Hogg, says seeing the devastation in person makes you want to do more.
You can imagine it in your mind, but until you see it, until you smell the mud and you smell the devastation, until you experience it, it has so much more impact.
Both pastors plan to continue finding ways to serve flood survivors. People in Lee County are now eligible for individual assistance from FEMA. Individual assistance can include temporary housing assistance, basic home repairs, and certain other uninsured disaster-related needs. Lee joins the 12 other eastern Kentucky counties that were already eligible for individual assistance. Lee County had previously been granted public assistance from FEMA. 2 more counties have been approved for public assistance from FEMA. Local governments and certain nonprofit organizations in Casey and Harlan counties are now eligible for FEMA public assistance grants. These grants can go towards debris removal, emergency protective measures, and permanent work to repair public facilities that were damaged by the floods. Churches and other nonprofits may also be eligible for public assistance. The Kentucky Humane Society has brought in dozens of animals from the eastern Kentucky shelters as they become overrun with lost animals. Right now, Louisville KHS campuses are extremely low in supplies. Well, it's in need of large towels and blankets, canned food for dogs and cats of all ages, soft treats, long-lasting dog chews, cat toys, paper towels, newspapers, and some heavy-duty brooms. Newer gently used items are being accepted at the main campus on Steedley Drive. Just drop them off outside of the admissions department doors. Donations can also be ordered directly from its Chewy or Amazon wish list. You can find those links over on WYMT.com. The Appalachian Citizens Law Center hosted its 20th annual benefit concert at the Burrell this past weekend. It was a benefit concert to help support eastern Kentucky flood victims. Regional musicians like the local Honeys, Sarah Kate Morgan, and John Haywood were some of the featured artists at the event.
Our clients are very vulnerable to black lung disease, and then the flooding, made people experience housing insecurity. In line with that is that mold is really damaging to people with lung disease, right?
Officials say while a lot of money came in during the first couple weeks, there are still quite a few without housing or even water. A festival to bring eastern Kentuckians together, Appalachian Roots also hosted a flood relief event to support survivors during the weekend. The event was held at Mountain Motor Speedway in Isom and included bands along with resources helping flood victims. Board Chair of Hempel Community Center, Gwen Johnson, says people need help quickly with the seasons turning.
We've been able to help some, but it's not a drop in the bucket because winter's coming on and the wolf's going to be howling at the door, and we're a little bit worried.
The event wrapped up Saturday at 9 p.m. Weather extremes hit many areas here in the U.S. during the weekend. In Georgia, states of emergency have been declared in 2 counties. They were swamped by flash flooding after more than a foot of rain fell within 24 hours. In Indiana, at least 1 person is dead after rushing water caused widespread devastation. While in the West, several cities are enduring triple-digit temperatures in severe September heat wave. CBS's Jeff Nowen has more from Los Angeles.
Packed beaches, strained power grids, and a rush to get people and pets out of triple-digit temperatures. Big parts of the West are in the grip of a brutal heat wave.
We used to be able to at least kind of gauge where the weather was going to be, but now it's just kind of a wild card.
Fueled by extreme heat and drought, the Cedar Creek fire in Oregon is just one of the 85 wildfires burning in the U.S. More than 12,000 fire personnel are on the front lines. In Northern California, the Mill Fire has expanded to more than 4,000 acres and destroyed 100 structures.
Great job. Fire over there. Fire over there.
California is in the 5th day of record-breaking heat. Power grids are stressed, and cities like Glendale are preparing for rolling blackouts. That's where laundromat owner Ross Weston is bracing for the worst.
We don't make money if we don't have the power.
In Death Valley, one of the hottest spots on the planet, weather extremes. Last month, this desert was hit by historic flash flooding. None of these weather events can stop tourists from snapping pictures in front of the giant thermometer.
California's power supply will be put
6:09 here on this Monday morning. It's Labor Day, and we are under a first alert weather day as we continue to track heavy bands of rain coming through our region. Let's take a look online, pinpoint Doppler radar. Anywhere you see green, darker green, and yellow, that is heavier bands of rain. We'll take a little tour here in a few minutes, but not right just yet. UVA-wise, one of those areas seeing some pretty good rain right now this morning. 64, maybe a little bit of fog over there, some raindrops on the camera. 65 just up the road in Clintwood, a lot of mid to upper 60s and low 70s across the rest of the region. Statewide, we are in the 70s pretty much in a lot of locations, with the exception of Charleston, West Virginia, and the Tri-Cities. They're both at 69 this morning. Breakfast forecast for you. If you're up and about this morning, take your rain gear. You're going to need it throughout the day as temperatures stay pretty much in the upper 60s, right at 70 for most of the morning. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump take aim at each other in several rounds of speeches. Well, more on that in just a few minutes.